One day my wife came to me and she said, I really hate to think about this, but if anything happens to you, I don't really know where to start. We've got these different accounts, we've got different life insurance policies, we've got real estate. And she said to me, I know you know where everything is and I know you know what you have to do, but if you're not here, then I really feel like I'm kind of left out and I'm not really sure where to start. Yeah, so that really hit me, and I realized that I need to do what I can now to make things easier for her if and really when that time comes. These are conversations we have a lot with clients, and there's so many different tools and so many different resources where you can organize your data and you can make sure you keep that updated. But I wanted to share a little bit about the process that I went through that really worked well for me. Maybe you can implement a similar process for you and for your family. So I wanted to make sure that it was fairly easy and straightforward and I was able to actually do it. Because I think your biggest risk as you talk about this kind of thing for a while and you just never actually do it. And so I decided one night while we were just sitting on the couch, poured a couple glasses of wine and opened up my computer and I pulled up Google Docs and I named a document Dave Dead Plan. And so I thought it was good to give it kind of I guess that's a fun name if you want to call it that, I guess. But I want to give it a name that would be easy to remember. And so I took about an hour and I just bullet pointed out, say, all right, we have this account here, we have this account here, we have this life insurance policy here. Here's where everything is located so you can know where to find it. For the business, then here's everything you need to do for the business. I purposely set a timer. I wanted to make sure that it was something that I could follow through on and it wasn't something that just got too out of control. So I set a timer for an hour, had the wine, and I just typed it out. The last 5 minutes of the hour, I just went through it with her so that she understood everything. And then I just sat on it. I didn't touch it for a couple weeks. And so maybe 3 or 4 weeks later, I got back into it. I further updated it, and I built out and added a few more items to it. And then that evening, I went back and I went through the document with her one more time. And so that was it. I'd say about 2 hours total time of going through everything. And it's not perfect. I'm sure we needs to be improved and we can update it periodically. But it gets her about 95% of the way there. And the most important thing is that she has the confidence knowing that if I'm not here tomorrow, all she has to do is go into our Google Drive and type Dave Dead Plan, and she's got a plan to make sure that she knows what to do next. If you're like a lot of folks and you know that this process or a similar process is something that you need to do, I would encourage you to just not procrastinate. It is not something that anyone really wants to think about or anything that anyone likes to think about. But if you simply set aside the time, work through the process, you'll be glad you did. And of course, we're always happy to help if we can.